coming back to the cooking channel here. I really appreciate your time, and I hope that you get something out of it. We had a lot of positive comments last time when we did the Danish meatballs, the frikadelle. And so we've decided that we're going to do a weekly cooking show. And so this is the next one. Something very simple we're going to do. Chicken soup. Does it get any more simple than that? However, does it get any more delicious than that? And this one is, in my opinion, the most delicious chicken soup I've ever had. It's something I came across just very recently when I looked through some old Danish recipes that I grew up with. And I found this particular soup with a little secret in it. Secret being, we add leeks, an abundance of leeks to the soup. Makes it creamy, makes it delicious, and I think you're gonna love it. Okay, so let's get started now. These are the key ingredients that we'll be using. Really not that many. We have a nice organic chicken, which we're gonna put in the pot, breast side down. And then, the normal triumvirate of onions, carrots, celery, with some thyme, fresh thyme, secret weapon here, Bayleaves, and then maybe about 15 or so peppercorns. All of this gets placed in the pot with 0 fat right from the beginning. And the chicken is now breast side down, waiting for all the vegetables, which we'll just add. First, the onions. As you can see, we're just placing the onions just all around the chicken. No water yet, no grease, no fat, no nothing, no salt and pepper. Just the chicken, the onions at this point, and all the rest of the vegetables to come. Now the carrots. And aren't you glad that I'm just putting the carrots in? I don't have to take you through the whole painstaking process of how to cut a carrot or how to cut an onion or anything like that. Here it comes one by one. Onions, carrots, celery, a good amount of thyme and some bay leaves as well as the peppercorns. And now we're ready for water and to turn on the heat on the stove. And next we can start putting in water. We'll just pour the water all over the pot, around and over the chicken. And it looks like we might need to put in probably another can of water. Also, this water is boiled, so we don't have to wait for the whole dish to start heating up. It's already hot, and basically the pot, if you turn on the heat on the stove, can start doing its job, which it'll start doing now while I boil some more water. And as you can see, the soup is now already beginning to do its thing as I add the remaining hot water to the pot. And after that, what we're going to do is we're simply going to leave this pot to its own devices for the next half hour. Now, after that half an hour is over, we're going to add an ingredient that is going to make the whole difference between a regular chicken soup and the most amazing chicken soup that you've ever had. So stay tuned for that. But you can see the soup has now started to do its thing. In addition, we're going to add 4 bouillon cubes, chicken bouillon cubes, to this amount of soup. Yes, I know that there's probably some soup police out there now trying to come and get me or find me, but trust me, just try this once and try using the soup cubes just one time, and let me know what you think in the comments. If it's not something that you like, well then fine, I'll accept it. But I'm telling you, this is really the best chicken soup I've ever had. And after about 30 minutes of cooking like this with the lid on, we're going to add an ingredient that's going to make the whole difference between this soup and any other chicken soup that you've ever had. So stay tuned, and let's let the soup do its own work. Leave it alone. And we're about 30 minutes in at this point. Let's now take a look at what's going on in the pot. Yeah, this chicken is doing well. Let's see. As you can see, we have the temperature on medium to low. And this is the time that we're going to start putting in the little secret that I was telling you about earlier on. And what I just added was quite a significant number of leeks. And leeks is what's going to make this thing completely come alive. What the leeks do is they become very, very soft, and it makes this soup almost creamy, I would say. You know, you can almost make this soup creamy, but without putting any cream in it, with simply just using these leeks that just become soft and delicious. So we're 30 minutes in, and we have another 30 minutes to go. Again, keep the temperature on medium low, probably around medium, and then we'll get back to it again in about 30 minutes. And at this point, the chicken soup is about ready. It has been going for a total of about an hour. And let's see what's going on here. It looks delicious. And as you can see, the leeks have now become part of the soup. What we're going to do is we're going to take out this chicken, and then we're going to try and get the meat off it, and take the meat off the bone. And once we have the meat off the bone, put that meat back into the chicken broth, to the soup. And at that point, we'll give the soup a little bit of time to rest, and then it's ready to roll. There is one small matter, and that is this. You can see here that during the cooking process, a bit of grease has started developing. And that's despite the fact that we didn't use any grease whatsoever in the soup. And so we're going to have to take that grease out, which we'll do with a spoon, just by skimming the surface. But it's easy enough to do. And the rest of it is just pure goodness. Now just very quickly skimming off some of that fat. As you would have noticed, we did cook the chicken with the skin on. And the thing that makes this chicken soup so fantastic is the fact that we have all those bones, all the skin, and it just, everything is allowed to give taste to the dish. And then at the end, as you can see, we remove all the stuff that we don't really need to have in there. And the result is an incredibly healthy dish. As you may know, leeks have a lot of health properties as they allow you to regulate your water levels, through acting as a diuretic. And, who hasn't had chicken soup for dinner when you have a cold and so on? And it just feels like it is just pure goodness and medicinal stuff in here. So there we are. And then we chopped the chicken. Just going to give it a final quick, just chop. It doesn't have to be too small. Just enough that these pieces of chicken turn into something that's now bite size. And that I'm just going to place back in the pot. Okay, we've now let the soup rest for a little bit. And as you can see, it has taken on a consistency which is pretty nice and creamy. And so the only remaining thing to do before we start eating really is just to add a little parsley to make it look pretty, and also to give it that little extra taste. I think that adds just a little bit of freshness at the end that's worthwhile. So yeah, here we go. Danish chicken soup with leeks. Probably one of the most delicious soups you're going to have in a long time, I hope. Enjoy, and please write in the comments of any changes you would have made or any differences in the way that you make the soup. I'm anxious to hear from you, and maybe we can all learn from each other. Thanks for watching.